Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. We have a Gambit live coaching today. They said, is Gambit not always the pick? This is Diamond 1. So what are we trying to work on here?
Well, here really just I feel like I was playing this as well as I could. I got a little stressed out during it because the team decided I was the problem. I don't know if that's accurate, but either way, I want to figure out just what I could have done better to help push this game over and secure a win, because I feel like it was winnable. I just was missing something. Was I too passive? Was I not using my resources correctly? I'm just not quite sure.
Alright, let's see what we can find. I know a lot of times, like, people throw blame out. I mean, obviously, we've done quite a few Am I the Problems. And we see just what happens.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Wait a minute, I missed it. What happened? Okay, cool.
Oh. You know what? Well, me, I should have been more aware there was a Wolverine. I could have canceled that if I was more on the ball. Admittedly, that was a very quick hit.
Technically, yeah. I mean, how long have they been on Wolverine? Have they been on Wolverine the whole game?
I
Yes,
think
they
so.
have.
I've just never really seen him. Because initially, I was mostly keeping up with my
Yeah. It's like, I'm mostly looking at your mag. He now knows that there is a Wolverine, right?
Yep.
And you guys are dealing with a Spider-Man in the back. So he no longer has his bubble if he walks in without it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Wolverine Dash is like literally right in front of him. So like, I wouldn't worry about this too much. The only thing I'd say is like, now that it happened at the beginning of the game, it's like, oh, I gotta look out for Wolverine. Maybe try to cleanse or something like that, or boop. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I saw a little mistake there. Did you see it?
Maybe if we played it back, let's see, I think I held back a little too long and allowed myself to get hyped when Spider-Man came over there. Now the cloak walking forward, and I'm hanging back when Spider-Man jumps me. I don't have help, and I can't get the help in time.
Yeah, pretty much. You take one wrong step here. If you look at this from Spidey's perspective, that's like literally all he's looking for. He just comes up,
I think it was,
he's looking for an opportunity.
I think it was around that moment, right there, I realized there's a Spidey here. I need to get back to my team, but you know, I should have been more aware because I know there's a Spidey in the game. Panicking at him earlier, and that's the most obvious way for him to come from.
Right. What's up, Chaotism? How's it going?
Now that was just a bad bridge. I remember that bad bridge.
Yeah, a little preemptive.
Oh.
That one's good though. A little too late. That's alright.
No.
Interesting. So they've used. Definitely don't be doing damage here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that was careless. I've got ult. We don't need to give them anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is perhaps a bit of a habit, just, throwing. That's where I think the enemy might be, or where people might be taking damage if there's doesn't seem to be much else to do.
Yeah.
That's and in situations like that, it's not ideal.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where my team is after we all ran over Gambit ult.
Yeah, so Gambit ult's kind of tricky because with most other support ults, there's a timer over here.
No.
It's like, oh, you have 3 seconds left. Time to get out. With Gambit, you have to listen to the sound.
Yep. The cards start charging where they explode to say, hey, it's you're about to time to get to safety.
Yeah. So we know about it.
Remember, that was bad ult tracking. I remember at the time I was thinking, oh crap, Gambit. I gotta kill Gambit so that he can't counter Gambit ult. And I only realized after oh right, he just Gambit ulted. He doesn't have it.
Well, I mean, you got the kills. Killed most supports. We're good.
We still won, but yeah, that was closer than it needed to be. I definitely could have died there.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Alright, that feels better.
He's killing that tree. We're going to stop him.
Leave them to crush you! Helping hand!
Only 60 seconds left.
Now you do the same for me.
Thanks. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
So far, so good. Nothing crazy.
Now, this first point was quite smooth, but they changed the competition after that, and everything kind of goes bad. At this point, no one's blaming anything.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
After,
Battlefield ready again.
It's party time!
Wonderful. Loki problem? Let's do it.
Nice.
Leave them to
oh,
Yeah, this is great. I'm playing fine here.
oh.
Gambit got your back.
I'm trying to assess, do we need Gambit ult? I don't think we do, but most of them are dead. But I'm trying to figure out where the fights are happening.
Battlefield ready again.
I'd probably have Gambit ult right now.
There's still a
Here would be a good one, a good time.
Better stop that vehicle.
A little late.
Alright. The...
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm
Sorry.
kind of sensing a bit of a problem that we're coming across. We gotta shift into into playmaking, into a playmaking headspace, because you've been around the scene for long enough now. Like, you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on, of ult tracking and things like that. Now we have to start taking advantage of that. So if we just come back here and we play what if, right? So right here
Yep.
we have a ton of momentum. We're up 1.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Yep.
a really difficult choke to get through.
Yep.
So once the cart gets to a point where it's I don't know, maybe 10 seconds away from getting point, or maybe a little bit longer,
Mhm.
I would try to make a super aggressive play as Gambit. I would ult my team and get them through the choke, and then they can hold out here and then shut it down before you allow counterplay. Right?
Now, I think you're absolutely right here. I was hoping we could get the card in without them being able to even contest through the choke, but yeah, they were able to get in. That made my Gambit ult not nearly as good as it could have been. It was too late and didn't get anybody. If we count right about maybe a second or two from now, I think it would be perfect. We would rush through that choke, they wouldn't even get the touch, and we'd get this point easily.
Yeah, the second this thing dives towards the choke, I'm yeah, this is the time. So in general now, what I'm trying to like get at is less so the situation here specifically, and more so now we have to, because like look at this Gambit. This Gambit is like kind of counterplaying. It's like my team's not here. We need to touch point. It's like reactive. Whereas in this situation for you, this is a proactive thing to do to shut down the counterplay before it even happens.
Yeah, which I know is what you want to do on Gambit. You don't. The ideal Gambit ult is one to start a fight off, not one to respond to a fight that might go badly.
Right, and then on top of that, you're at the rank now where it's really going to be beneficial to start making those plays early, because you can make your teammates look way better than they are by doing things like this, like keeping the enemy team on the back foot.
That's the hardest part.
Huh?
I was just joking. That isn't that the heart of support, making your team look better at what they're doing.
Yeah, it is.
Gambit never falls! My Gambit never falls!
Alright. We do clean it up, so it works out.
Yeah.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
And our C&D didn't waste her ult, which I'm grateful for.
Honeymoon road.
Oh, I do remember that. I had checked. Our C&D had ult, and I should have tried to clarify with her who's go first. I just simply assumed he's gonna ult. If I try to pop mine, we might double ult because she's a Diamond 1 random, but still, I assume she's going to trust me.
Yeah, you never know. It depends where people are at. In general, I think now that you're higher up, I'm hoping the community knows, like, oh, Gambit's probably going to ult first to engage. But you never know. So the best option is definitely communicate.
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh. What? Okay.
It's like so hard to keep everyone alive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed that you guys were able to do that. I would have preferred a cloak ult there, to be honest, but the other team doesn't take full advantage, and your team is able to hold back and not die. So that's incredible. Now you guys have it for the next fight, so cool.
Look, he's killing that tree. We're going to stop him. Better stop that vehicle.
Now you do the same for me.
Yes.
Get another reason to tip, shit.
Don't give them another itch.
Yeah.
Prepare.
Bridge boost. Yeah. And they don't even touch. Crushing.
The current score
Yeah,
is
so at this point, it's looking pretty good. I'm feeling fairly confident, but
3.
this is where things start to turn around.
Destination. Well, that's better.
Nice. Oh. Nice. Okay, now we're out of cooldowns.
Yep. I can hope
Team
my
doesn't
team will take a bit
recognize
less
that.
damage. No.
Yeah. So in this situation, we can't control our rogue, right? Rogue dove 2 times too deep, used all of our cooldowns, and then went in again.
Oh.
Nice
That
anti.
was-
Nice play.
Yeah, I saw the mag was low. I was thinking, man, if we can kill him, that equalizes this, and that's big. I'm not.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was over ambitious or not. What are the odds we actually get him since he's about to turn the corner?
No, this is exactly what I wanted to see, because this shows that you're trying to make a play and change the outcome, right? We're not just reacting. This is proactive. This is good. It didn't work in this scenario, but you're giving your team options. Okay, we get a Punisher pick.
Okay. Someday an Iron Man will actually hit something.
I am ready to start the show.
Judge, jury,
Oh.
There, I actually don't know if the right thing there is to Gambit ult or not, because they've got a Luna Snow ult going, their Judge, Jury, Executioner going. I am concerned as I know if I don't Gambit ult, we all just die. I'm concerned if I Gambit ult, we still all just die. We just get shot to death by Punisher. And then I'm down to Gambit ult, whereas if I save it, we could re-engage strong off a TP or something.
Yeah, this is... the problem is right now, the cart is so far, right?
Yep.
This point is almost impossible to recontest by itself unless you have somebody dies super early, start creating a portal, and like then everybody dies and we have one tiny fight right here. So I think if you ult here, I mean, we're probably not killing the Punisher, and they still have Luna ult going, and
No,
it's
I mean,
a
I assume
4v6.
that- Yeah, surely that Luna's gonna be glued to him as once he starts yelling.
So if we go back, right, our rogue died.
Yep.
She's back now.
Yep.
So now we're fighting 6v6. So where does this fight go bad? Let's see if we can figure it out. King ults. Gets stuck in an invisible.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bridge boosting in there. I think our Punisher dies because he went up top to contest the Iron Man, and that goes badly for him. Yeah.
maximum pulse.
Rogue doesn't get out fast enough. Yeah. Personally here, I mean, I would have Cloak and Dagger ulted because your ult can't go through invis, but hers can.
Nope.
Hers also lasts longer, so even if she ults immediately, she still has 5 extra seconds. Would that have saved people? Maybe. But
Yeah,
Maximum pulse.
now ult.
Put on a show.
Yeah, I'm okay with how you played this. I think it's a tough situation. Our rogue died early. They made some good ult plays. Now we have it for recontest with the portal, maybe? Or rogue can stay alive. Oh,
There.
ow!
Freaking Punisher.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Greedy.
Yeah. I wanted to clean that up, get that Punisher kill, and I should have been more scared of that. I know so well what Emma can do, and the moment she said that, I mean, I don't have dash, so I might already be screwed, but still.
Yeah, if we watch this back from the beginning, this is one of those situations where just like a ton of mini mistakes like all add up, right? Like we fail to get through the portal, and then we use a dash and a spin, so now we're down both of those. And then we're unable to finish off the Iron Man. We don't take a second and look to see where safety is, right? Because if we do that, we'll realize like, oh, their whole team is over here. Nobody's really over there, so safety is like kind of in this area by the cart.
In front of the goats, probably. They should have been less concerned about getting active and trying to get kills, and more about putting myself in the best position for the fight after the ult ends, because the ult's about to end in like a few seconds.
This
I
is
could
also
still
one
shot
of
the
those...
Punisher behind the goats.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of those situations where like your default priority when you ult on Gambit is to get aggressive, go anti the backline, like get a kill and then get out, right? But
yeah,
the point of you ulting here is not to get aggressive and kill the backline. The point of you ulting here is to have one last fight on cart and like kind of stall, essentially. If we're thinking about stalling instead of that, I think that solves a lot of our issues.
Oh. That's what I'm.
And there they go.
Yeah. At first I was like, okay, surely everyone's dead. Like, wait, are we? Did they get more kills than I thought? Are we like maybe holding? But no, we're not. So.
Couple extra seconds off the clock, unless it was in overtime. But I don't think it was.
No. No. Little preemptive bridge boost there. At this point, I'm just really scared of staggering because our tanks aren't back yet.
I was about to say, I think you're fine there. It's technically preemptive, but like, I don't know, if I'm your tanks on this team, I would have already been pushing, and there's a good chance they die. So.
Now you do the same for me, Wings are coming. I unleash the best.
Nice.
No.
Very good. Yay. Love to see it. I love to see when like a team doesn't just fall over. That's a good.
Now, I don't remember if we get another good engage after this, unfortunately. We'll see.
Alright, so something I'm not seeing you do, and this kind of goes back to the playmaking mindset.
Yep.
Like, right here, they don't have, like, a Bucky or an insta-kill. They don't have a Widow, they don't have a...
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Yeah. And so, in this situation, knowing they don't have that, is there something that you could be doing right now?
I could be playing more forward, trying to get a little more poke and spades. I think trying to charge my ult faster. If I were a bit around, maybe, around where Rogue is standing a little to the right, so I've got some cover, I could probably be shooting the team as they walk up in relative safety and charging my ult faster.
We gotta be in the playmaking mindset, and the thing that is your most playmaker ability is your ult, right? So if we really focus on like trying to get our ult and increase that uptime, it's going to allow us to do way more.
I definitely sitting in spades deck because I know there's nothing on this enemy team that I need to be ready to cleanse at a moment's notice. I guess technically Emma ult, but that's really specific.
Yeah, it's really not. It's not like a Strange ult or a Groot. Like, it's technically, but... It is? Oh!
Oh boy.
Something I like to do just against Iron Mans and kind of against Mag is when you hear the ult, you wait half a second, and then you dash straight up.
Oh. That's a good idea.
It's like, usually it's enough. Like, if you're right here, going straight up it's gonna get you out of the radius. Pretty much in general. I like to go up. Doesn't always work. Works against, like, Phoenix, Mag, Iron Man. Small thing, though. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh, God.
So again, this is where, like, what we talked about earlier would have been really handy. Like, if we got our ult really quickly, you ult first, then your team has the initiative instead of waiting. That's why, like, part of the reason that I really like Rivals is because it does really reward being aggressive, doing things like that.
Well, that's a big part of why Gambit's my favorite support, actually, because I feel his ult is the most proactive. I really like having ult where I want to use it to initiate fights and all that, rather than trying to save it to stop until I can pop it to stop people from dying. That's just less interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're down a bunch. Dire, get out.
Yeah. No. I'd try to see if I can that, but we can't. That's an invis ult, that's a vortex, and a Punisher ult shooting me, so.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? I don't know. Well, why did I do that? that was stupid.
Yeah, that's a questionable one.
Yeah.
Gambit never falls!
I mean, make use of it maybe.
No.
Take it back. Ooh, what a mag bubble.
No. No, I remember I was looking back. I don't know. Like, I remember thinking, we've got to go. We've got to stop them from touching cart. I think specifically, I remember I don't want us to get held at that stupid choke point. Where if I'm worried if Mag and Emma the Punisher are like set up there, then that we don't walk through in time. But I'm wondering now if, yeah, the card is still fairly far back. It'd be better to wait for more of them to get back. Although they did just die, so how fast do they get back?
Card will probably be about here.
Yeah.
Also, it's pretty easy to blow past this choke point when you have a Gambit ult, I would argue.
Mm.
Like,
Yep.
especially if you Gambit ult behind here, then you can have, I don't know, a Punisher and Star-Lord go up this way, and then you have your 2 tanks bust through here with the supports. Everybody just sprints out, like, unless they
True.
have a
I know my Star-Lord has ult, and I would really like to get him
A little help, please.
for 3 minutes.
Gambit never falls!
I think we're just panicking a bit much.
No.
All right, so I feel like we got a bit lost in the sauce here. We panic ult to try to get early, and then while we're fighting, did you notice that your invis died?
Yeah, it happens about here. I think. Yeah, around time I'm looking back at my. Oh no, yeah, right. Yeah, no, she dies right here. So yeah.
So if your invis is dead, and then you hear
Yeah.
this sound effect, right?
No. I
Here.
think I did. Yeah. I think I thought she died about here, but no, she died earlier. I remember point thinking, I think we're screwed. We've got the Luna ult going, and I'm now the only support. But
You have one
yeah.
saving grace here, and it's only if you play it right. Essentially, you have a Star-Lord ulting. Like at this moment here, it's like, okay, my other support is dead, and I have a Star-Lord ulting. I need to keep that Star-Lord up, because like, if I keep a Punisher alive, that's not as valuable as an ulting Star-Lord in their backline.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, it's like being able to.
No, I think you are correct. He should have been my entire turn. If I was shooting him and maybe threw a bridge boost at him, like maybe he stays up longer, maybe we turn this. He's already made the choice to ult, so I've got to try to maintain that.
Make the best of it.
Oh.
Now, like, again, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, is that going to win you the game? Who knows? Maybe. But it
No.
is going to give your teammates, like, the best chance possible. So, we're seeing a couple, like, little mistakes around a bit of cart panic, around not seeing ultra aggressive opportunities, and then losing sight of stuff during the battle. I think you're doing a good job of like tracking people through the battle, but we lose a little bit of sight of the kill feed and of like our target priorities.
Oh, that makes sense.
Little slow, but
Yeah.
this is another case of just target priority, right? Like we have a half dead tank, but then we have an ulting rogue like in there. Right?
I think I should have. I mean, she's out of my line of sight right now. Should I have dashed up to get her in my line of sight better so I could support her more.
I'd say
Sure.
yeah. So this
Yeah.
goes into like momentum a lot of the times, and this goes also into like the playmaking aspects of like understanding.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a chance here to turn the tide in our favor. So let's like take advantage. I have a rogue ulting, so I'm gonna dash forward and like bridge boost this direction and keep sight over
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah, they're on their 12-second cooldown. I don't like waste them, especially since they're my lifeline if something gets on me. Although there's not a Spider-Man anymore, there's nothing that's going to jump me. So
They're playing
Uh,
very poke.
yeah,
heavy.
no, yeah. Well, that's the big thing they've swapped around from from the first when we were on attack, and we clearly didn't adapt that well to them. It's not Spider-Man, Wolverine, Penny anymore. It's a lot of things that are just shooting us from the front.
So even if it was Spider-Man here, I'd make the
Yeah.
case that I think it'd still be the proper thing
Yeah.
is to dash forward because your team's pushing forward and that whole safety and numbers thing.
Oh yeah, no, but I want to be up there, like if the Spider-Man was still around, or they were playing full dive, whatever. The safest place for me to be is next to the invis.
Yeah.
So
So try to see if there's like a mental block somewhere in the game.
Judge,
oh god.
jury, executioner.
Oh.
Maximum pulse.
Yeah.
Disappear!
Oh.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Okay, so right here now I'm thinking like, okay, I need to get aggressive with my Gambit ult. I need to hide myself like here. And then when I see that last person walk up, and we're gonna ult us out.
Nobody's stealing
There's no reason to like take damage here, so
Wait, there's like I think at this point worried like Rogue's already out, I'm worried she's gonna die. I would have preferred definitely that we wait a second for everyone to join so that we can make one last big push. But the Rogue and the Invis are rushing out the door. I don't like that situation, but I'm not certain what I'm supposed to do in this circumstance.
I just wait.
Yep.
Like, Invis can go invisible. Rogue can survive a
push
really
in.
long time and run around, right? So I just wait. I'd give him the benefit of the doubt and like play your game, right? Don't give in to the bad habits of other people. Because like, look at what they do. They really don't take much damage. They scoot over to the side. They have a health pack. They have all the movement abilities. Like,
Yeah,
so
and
that's
I'm
a terrible situation.
trying
And
to
right
join
here-
them, and right now, yeah, if I was standing there where you sit around the corner, I think I could get everyone easily. Instead, I'm positioned really awkwardly, and I believe I can't get everyone.
yeah, you got 5. That's impressive.
I am ready to put on a show!
Oh, once again.
Yep.
Who's our
We've got a
target
star-
priority?
We've got a Star ulting Star-Lord. He's just yelled, all right, my most important person. I'm not certain where he is. I hear him off to my, somewhere up and above me and on the right. But I think I didn't notice that at the time.
Yeah.
Or at least, granted, he dies very quickly, but still, maybe I could have saved him or at least tried. The Iron
bridge
Man won't
boost,
be in the
yeah.
Luna hold. Yeah, so if I heal him real quick, maybe he kills the Iron Man and maybe things go differently. That definitely would have been a better thing to do.
Overall, I'm getting a sense of like panic. Feels
Oh.
like there's this pressure that like you have to do things when things are going bad, it feels like there's this pressure on you where you're like, I gotta go do something. But then when things are good and it is time to do something, I feel like you're just kind of relaxing, chilling, like healing. Does that sound accurate?
I'd say that's probably fair. That's definitely some mistakes. Certainly not something I'm trying to consciously do, but yeah, when things are going well, I think I might be a bit too relaxed, not being as aggressive as I could be, taking some chances. And yeah, right now where we've got the high pressure situation, looks like we're about to lose what we thought was going to be a relatively smooth game. I've got, you know, my teammates telling me to swap off Gambit and shit. I'm like, yeah, I make decisions that are pretty easy to spot here in the VOD review as like these were panicky decisions, born of a desire to try to do something that will turn the momentum of the game. Where basically ever since we won that fight early on second point, we haven't been able to take any momentum back.
I think now that we've kind of identified like a core problem, couple different ways we can go about it. We can dig further and see if there's something lying underneath, or we can just try to solve it how it is. If you want to just try to solve it how it is, what you can do is just write down right now, anytime you're playing support, we're in neutral, you know, we just won a team fight, try to get aggressive. When we just lost a team fight, stay back and don't panic, right? And if you write those two things down on like a sticky note and you take a look at it like mid-game or every game that you load up when you're playing support, that can be like a really active, just a quick reminder of resetting your mentality. If we want to look deeper, I would assume that this is coming from playing tank and mostly playing tank, because like those instincts more or less line up with what you would want to do as a tank, right? Where it's like, oh, we just got our shit kicked in. I need to go in. I need to like stabilize, hold a corner. Here we are. Oh, we just won a fight. I need to pick a spot, bunker down, right? That seems to be possibly where that's coming from.
There might well be an element of that. At this point, I have a lot more time on tank than I do on support. And even though I certainly try to separate the two mindsets, and especially when it comes to things like positioning, where I can and can't stand generally, I should be, there's probably that element to it. Because yeah, if I'm playing Emma, or even if I'm playing Mag, Emma particularly, I know if things are bad, like we've just lost a support or whatever, I've got to go and try to make something happen now. I need to take a risk and try to kill something, equalize or turn it, otherwise we'll just die a slow death.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense, and like that like really, what tends to happen is when people switch modes. So for this game, it's like when people switch roles, they're doing fine, and then something in the game happens that is not like normal, right? It's like a little out of the comfort zone. Then people they default back onto muscle memory and things like that, and the second part of your brain like kicks over and we stop thinking, now we're just back in whatever mode we've spent the most time in, right? So if we go back to what I said earlier, where it's like, okay, take a sticky note, write down whenever you're in a support, like those two situations. We just want to fight, I want to get aggressive, try to get my ult. We just lost a fight, I want to play defensive and really wait for my team. And then that will build like a second layer of muscle memory that you can like activate into, and it's going to take some like conscious effort.
Makes sense.
Let's see if the pattern continues.
Well, things have gotten more rough now because the team tried to swap off tank onto our rogues, swapped into playing a third support. I don't love this composition, but it's what we're playing with. So
it is what it is. If you see this, I think you can also just tell from your aim that you're flustered.
Oh yeah. I can, yeah, honestly, comparing it to where it is earlier, I'm being a lot more jagged, a lot more snappy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're panicking pretty hard. So one of the best things you could do is, now that we've like really identified the panic, definitely do the first part where we said write that down, right? The next thing you could do is figure out yourself a reset routine when you feel like these emotions coming up. You feel you're starting to panic. We have to basically trigger a physical response in order to bring that stuff back down. So if you look into sports psychology, a lot of the times, like what they talk about is like a double intake breath. I don't know if you've heard of that, but basically when people are starting to panic, maybe that's not the right term, but basically you breathe in really deep, and then before you exhale, you breathe in really deep again. It's literally like a reset button on your brain. It's really weird. Like you just like and then like slowly breathe it out. And like if you do that while you're panicking, it does work really well. And like take a second to, you know, mute chat, mute comms, don't worry about it. Reset and just focus on what you're doing.
Fair enough. Definitely here. But suppose I'm, you know, I was more calm during this whole fight from where it started. We don't necessarily need to go back and do the whole thing, but broad strokes. If I were calm, thinking rationally, but I know, like now we're on triple support, and normally when I'm on triple support on Gambit, I want to be, you know, more aggressive. I want to be focusing a little more on damage because I've got two supports in theory to back it up. Although I really hate this composition because there's just one tank that'll be taking all the aggression, so I never know exactly how much I'm allowed to do that. But should I have been trying to take more opportunities, like go, the healing's going to be fine, let's shoot the Iron Man when he's trying to take the high ground, or stuff like that.
That's exactly what I would have done. I would have played aggressively. I would have tried to contest the Iron Man who's causing problems. If you back the Iron Man off of the high ground and he goes back to fighting on main, then I tried to fight on main as well. I would mostly shoot the DPS to try to relieve some of the pressure on the mag. So like, you're a mag player. If you look on the enemy team, there's two people that you as a Gambit could relieve the pressure off the mag from by shooting, and that's Iron Man and Punisher, right? If you identify those things, then you can kind of see where you can fit in. Because like, you're doing a good job of understanding, okay, we have triple support, we only have one frontline tank, and they have a lot of poke. That's going to be really difficult on him. So the next step, again, is like that playmaker mode of like, how can I counteract that with the tool set that I have? And I think you kind of nailed it. It's just being able to do that mid-game requires a clear head.
Makes sense. I've been thinking about that at the time, but, you know, I just didn't execute it. I was, I guess, panicking too much of, if I, you know, okay, people are going to die if I'm not focusing on that. And I know you can't think like that. Yeah. It's, if they maybe they will, you know, all fall over if I start shooting the Iron Man or trying to do something, but then we were going to lose anyway.
Yeah. That's like, you give your team the best chance possible. That's all we can really do. And then if they don't pick it up from there, then do you go next? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Ready for Rogue to be a widow.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Here, I don't know what's happening because I don't know why the train's still keeping. They're fighting. I am. I admit I have no idea how to handle what is happening here.
Jury!
Yeah, this is rough. So in this scenario, I think what you did was right, maybe a little quicker, but basically you just bail. And you say, if anybody else is gonna do something stupid, I'm gonna let them do their stupid thing, and I'm gonna sit back here and I'm gonna wait for them to come back. Like,
Yeah. Or like playing Gambit, I can do something stupid like be there and not immediately die. But yeah.
I think we're just a little bit too early.
But our last player is so far away, and we're in, overtime in, aftermath, whatever. I get the, I would have liked it if we could have been closer, but I'm really concerned. Maybe it's wrong, but, since we have no tanks here at all, I'm just concerned every moment that we fight, as they round the corner, someone's gonna die, and then my Gambit ult's gonna get worse.
Yeah. But it doesn't, the thing is, it doesn't work anyway, right? Like,
No.
It's a good thought, but in reality, the better thing is to just wait. And like, as much as it sucks, like, this is the problem of this elo, where everybody starts panicking, everybody starts tearing at each other's throats, and like, situation, we really have to like calm down, be the voice of reason, back up all the way to spawn, sit there, and then wait for all of us to regroup, and then go out again.
That would have been nice, yes. That is something that's up before. I suppose if I'm probably letting was letting the fact that it's OT get to me, rather than if this were. I know the absolute right thing is probably just do the smart thing, pull back. We shouldn't be taking this fight at all out here, like with no tank. While we're, it's dumb, but since they're doing it, I feel compelled to help them do the dumb thing rather than play smart, play back, and risk letting them die, and we just keep getting pushed further back. But as I said, since I'm trying to help them do the dumb thing, we can't regain momentum and we get pushed back anyway.
Yeah.
Not what I should be doing, I think.
There is a switch. So when we're playing in like lower elo, especially like metal ranks, the right thing to do is actually just give in to the dumb things. Go have a blast, throw your ults whenever, make a play, things happen, right? That's how you get out of gold. But up here, Diamond, GM, things like that, they're going to punish you, unfortunately. And then it's one of those situations that makes like this bottleneck so difficult and so frustrating, because you're like, well, I want to do the right thing, and then you sit there and you try to do the right thing, and then your team staggers anyway, and then you take so many 5v6 fights in a row and you lose the entire point, and it's just frustrating. But like, try not to let that give in. Try to continuously do the right thing, and if you do it enough times, when you have the right people on your team, you will win. And the other side of this coin is the other team is also in Diamond, right? They're in the same elo. They have the same type of players. So it becomes really important to do the right thing when it's your turn, but also punish the wrong thing when the enemy makes that mistake. And so we've talked about that a lot, of like seeing that, being aggressive, using your Gambit ult, like getting it early in order to you put the pressure on the enemy team instead of yours.
Yep.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
That's better. Ooh, wait! That hit
All right, it's third point. We're finally together. We're getting a fight. Let's go.
Judge, jury,
Holy ults.
Stand in your way.
just who Gambit was looking for. Maximum pulse.
Nice.
Yeah. Though I have a bit of a resigned feeling because I know. Just because, yeah, they went so
What's up,
far.
Boo? How's it going? Ooh,
But-
let's go.
Now, still, we knew that they didn't get their invis ult off, so they don't full cap the. But we won like our first proper team fight. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, tough. It's tough.
And
5, 2, 3. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I think the overall theme so far, though, I think we've diagnosed a lot of the problems. And, like, one of the great things about this is now that we've figured this out, we're at the end of the VOD, right? Now, how
Yeah.
did we get here? There's been so many, like, opportunities to turn this train around, like, through this whole period, that, like, if we act on all of those, our team's mentality is going to be better. People are going to be, like, doing much better. And we're not going to spiral into this, like, no-win situation. So, it's kind of, it's one of those situations where, like, we're at the end of the VOD. We've already figured out, it's like, well, why did I, or, like, how do I not end up fighting, or, like, in the pit? It's like, well, if you didn't walk anywhere near the pit, like, you wouldn't be anywhere near the pit, right? But now we're here, so
no.
Only 60 seconds.
we're in the pit.
Oh.
Okay, we're back to 2 tanks, which is nice.
Yep. No triple support, but someone else went tank, so.
Judge, jury.
That's good.
Better stop that vehicle.
Hey, Seven Aces, how's it going? I have a Discord. I have a Discord where you can submit VOD reviews, and there is a line, but I promise I will get to it. And then, if you're not here when I do it, I upload all of the VOD reviews, and then I send a link to them each, so you can come back and watch it later.
Oh.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, go!
Just. Yeah. There's no time for a better one.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep fighting until we
Gambit's ult charge got nerfed, but I still feel like we're getting it a bit too slow. Here, I can post the link.
Oh, it did get nerfed. Although we are now on
better stop that vehicle.
triple support, that makes it a little slower inherently, but still.
Yeah.
If I were doing more Gambit, that would be more charge.
More damage would help a lot.
Shuffle up. Now you do the same for me,
You can't anti-heal Luna when she ults anymore? Really?
Now might be a good time to stop
Huh.
them.
That's good to know.
That. Like I assumed, like Luna's ult heal is so absurd. I didn't figure he could filter it anyway. But maybe if we try, there's not many targets left, so maybe if I anti her and we all focus fire her, we kill her through her ult, like thinking.
Because of the CC immunity? Because she's in... Oh. Oh, good to know.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh. Yeah, so again here, we're trying to be aggressive in damage deck. I like this. Hey, you dashed up. Nice. But too little, too late. We don't have our ult.
Yep.
There it is. Ah! Hey, Stranger's portaling. Close. So yeah, I mean, really like those three things we talked about, like being aggressive and like finding an opportunity to make the plays, not panicking and figuring out how to switch our mindset from tank to support. And then, oh, what was the third one? Shoot.
And to, I guess part of, switching mindset is be more aggressive when we are in a comfortable position and be more careful when we are in a disadvantaged position. So basically the opposite of my, the tank instincts.
Right. And then
Because I know, like,
step
when you're
outside of the
tank-
game when we're panicking.
Yeah. Calm
Yeah.
down when things are going bad. Try to just take a deep breath, center yourself. It's only game. Why have to be mad? And focus on
Yeah.
trying to rationally evaluate the situation and
Hmm.
focus on winning the game, not losing the game. Because at least that's what I'm seeing from at least around the overtime or towards the end of attack. I'm more focused on desperately trying to do anything that will make us not lose, rather than focusing on what we would need to do in order to have a chance at actually winning.
Absolutely. Like that's a great, like, excellent way to put it. Is focus on winning the game instead of trying to not lose. Yeah, that really sums it up. So, yeah. I hope this helps. Thanks for sending in the VOD and everything. Thanks for always hanging out in chat, and you're I love seeing all this stuff you write. So good stuff.
It was really helpful. Thank you so much for going over it all. I knew it was a really long one, but I don't get that many Gambit games in rank to choose from. So
Yeah, no, of course. I enjoyed it. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
see you next time, Cov. Bye.
Bye. All right, that's gonna do it for this VOD review coaching session. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.